I was sort of hoping that at the end of this week I'd be able to understand databases and how you can integrate them. I'd actually looked at databases a little bit before doing the course, but I didn't know how I would integrate them with Ruby and how you could work with them from Ruby, because the languages are quite different.
Data Mapper is by far the most interesting thing. It makes things a lot more easier as a developer without having to go and really learn and understand SQL commands in a lot of depth. So Data Mapper is a godsend.
One of the things I found most interesting this week was using the bcrypt gem in Ruby to sort of encrypt passwords and things. I found that especially interesting because I had studied a bit of cryptography when I was at university, just for 1 year in a module, and it was quite useful just to see it actually being applied to something instead of it just being something we talk about, like, yes, things get encrypted. I never really understood, so they store the encrypted one. Just generally found that all very, very interesting on how they store usernames and passwords so that people can't just access them. This weekend's challenge was to create our own version of Twitter called Chitter. So you could sign up, log in, log out, post messages to a public board that people could look at and see all the messages. And we had to do that from scratch.
As the weeks have gone by, it makes sense. We're all in the same boat and we're all doing the same challenges. As time has gone by, I find myself reaching out more to those people that I have had contact with, and just getting to know them more as well as people, because we're not just we're actually real people. We're not just floating around on the internet somewhere. We don't have the advantages of the on-site cohort where they can actually just turn around and say, hey, I'm stuck on this, can you possibly help me? We have to, in some way, we have to work a bit harder than the on-site cohort to make up for that missing link, so to speak. There's also the escalation process of alumni helpers if we need it, and there's an escalation process for example, raise a Slack Overflow post, failing that, a Stack Overflow post, and also reaching out to Sam, our coach, who's just been great. There's always someone on hand to help.
I wouldn't say I've had any particular moments this week where I've had like a penny drop, but definitely when I completed the weekend challenge, or when I had a website that I'd completely done myself, like style, database, coding, all of it, it did sort of feel like I finally, I can create a website from scratch, which is pretty amazing in 4 weeks.